What is love? God is love, but love is not God. Think about that. Does God love us? Or does God only love himself? And his love for us is only because we're of us and in us. It's his love for us only because we're like the moon. He's the sun. We love the moon because it sheds light, the light of the sun. We love the sun. But the moon stops reflecting the light of the sun, we don't love the moon. Hell, we don't even know it exists. Is that how God's love is? I was listening to a sermon about if your loved one dies and goes to hell, how are you going to be able to live in heaven forever and ever, knowing your loved one is burning in hell? Burning in the lake of fire. Let's get one thing straight. Hell is temporary. Hell is the jailhouse. The lake of fire is where you go forever and ever. Hell is cast into the lake of fire. So get your theology straight. You don't go to hell forever. Come on. You go to the lake of fire forever. But how do you live? This is what I heard. How can I describe this? The more you go into sin, the less lovable you are. Because you're moving away from love. The more you move away from love, the less you can love others. The more self-centered, selfish, hateful, evil you become until you suddenly wake up and find one day you don't even love your family. You're full of, you want to kill everybody. And who can love a person like that? And that's the way it is in heaven. Their sin will make them so detestable, their personality is so detestable, we will no longer love them. And God will no longer love them. But there's a problem, I see. If that be the case, then God, we really don't love anybody else for their sake. We love them because they're lovable. They have the quality, they reflect the qualities of God. His love, his kindness, his faithfulness. Everything that God is. When a person, everybody loves a loving person. Nobody loves a hateful person. But then God is loving us only because we manifest the qualities that he loves, the qualities of himself. If that be the case, God doesn't really love us unconditionally, but he loves us because we're a reflection of his light, like the moon is a reflection of the sun. And likewise in heaven, if you're not going to love your loved ones because they're in hell and hateful, full of hate, got no love, even though they're hateful, even though they could not love you, then you never really loved them to begin with. You just loved you just loved them because they could reflect the light of the sun, like the moon. They could be moons reflecting the light of the sun. If God truly loves somebody else, this is how it should be. God's love for them should be unconditional. He should love them no matter how rotten, how dark, how far away they move from him. He should be unable to stop loving them. Wait a minute. I didn't say not allow them to go to hell forever and ever. If they're sick, if they're everything that God is not, if God is wholeness, the opposite of wholeness is being sick, you gotta quarantine people who are sick. You love them, you weep for them, that they can not be with you, but you gotta quarantine them. Quarantine them. I just thought of something else. I'm not gonna say that. That's a whole new. But if, like I said, if God truly is love, God loves us not because of who we are, but because of who He is. If that is correct, then God even should love the devil. Wait a minute. He should quarantine him. Even though he's going to throw the devil to burn forever in the lake of fire, because the devil's totally sick. Totally has no... In other words, to be in heaven with God, you got to reflect who God is. Because God is pure. The thing about purity is purity cannot stand anything impure. It pulses like magnets. If purity repels impurity. So, if God is love, He should love even the rotten sinners, even the devil and his angels, even though His light repels their darkness. Even though their darkness cannot stand in front of His face, in front of Him, because darkness cannot be what light is. Light is. But God is everywhere, even in hell and the lake of fire. It's just He's turned His face. He's there, but all that He is totally cut off from those who are in hell. You have absolutely no sense of God and His goodness, because He's turned His face from you. He's turned His light from you, so you don't see. If you don't see light, there's nothing but darkness. Though I make my bed in hell, behold God thou art there. Does God love us like this? Or are those Calvinist preachers right? God hates the sinner and loves only the elect. If I knew what the love of God is, would it truly be what I was told in my dream? This was in my worst. This was when I thought I had committed unpardonable sin, that I could never be saved again. I had a dream. I was at Bill Fay Park, and Gymnast Carr, y'all remember her from little 13-year-old girl. In my dream, Gymnast Carr was saying, "If you just know how wonderful, how awesome the love of God really is." And then in my dream, she said that to me. Is God's love like that? Or is God's love the totally underwhelming love of the Calvinists like A.W. Pink? I hope God loves everybody, even the sinners, even the devil, even though His light utterly repels their darkness. And to me it would seem God, with whom nothing is impossible. If He truly loves the person, God loves us because of who He is, not who we are. Well, if He only loves us because we're a reflection of what He is, then He's loving us because what we are a reflection of He is. And He's not truly loving us because of just who He is. Come on, you stupid theologians. Get a fucking clue. Y'all piss me off sometimes. Y'all make me doubt whether God's real sometimes. If God truly is love, and God, who wants all men to be saved, and come to the knowledge of the truth, and God, but God is impossible. Why in the hell hasn't He not thought of a plan? Why in hell can He not think of a plan while being true to Himself, whereby He can not only save every person who's damned, even those who committed unpardonable sin, and also save the devil and his angels? I know a way. I'm not going to go and do it in this video because nobody's going to fucking watch it. If you want to ask me, I'll tell you. And the way He could save the devil and his angels, I learned that from Howard Storm, My Descent into Death, befriend Life of God, befriend Jesus. Even though I doubt his Jesus is the real Jesus. I can go into that in another video too. Does God love me eternally, unconditionally? Does he also love me tenderly? Or is this love the underwhelming love of those goddamn Calvinists like A.W. motherfucking Pink, who say A.W. Pink is almost like the Fred Phelps Westboro Baptist Church is. God hates sinners. A.W. Pink believes God hates babies who are not going to be saved before they die. Since God cannot change, God cannot love one and not love. What is the verse? And there's a verse in the Bible where God says, I will love them no more. That really bothers me. If God can stop loving anybody, and it's in the Bible, I will love them no more. If God can stop loving anybody, I'm underwhelmed and disappointed in God.